All right, ladies and gentlemen, please listen up very carefully. Friendly reminder, tomorrow morning we will be together. I know how excited you are because I am equally excited to spend my morning, Saturday morning with you. Everyone needs to be in the cafeteria between 7:45 and 7:50. If you look on the back of your scope and sequence, your updated one, it has the whole explanation, where, what, when, why. All of those are out there in case you need a point of reference. The only gates that will be open on campus are going to be the ones between the baseball field and the football field. So come in through that side gate. You are going to enter the cafeteria from behind the cafeteria. Only one door will be unlocked. My bright red Mini Cooper will be parked outside. There'll be a big red sign that says AP WK entrance here. You'll go in that back door. You'll walk into the cafeteria between 7:45 and 7:50. At 8 o'clock, directions will begin. As soon as everyone has all 5 sets for the first round and seated, we'll start promptly. And then we do the multiple choice. That will take 55 minutes. Then you have 3 SAQs, which will take 50. There's going to be a short interchange there. Then we'll collect everything. Then you go outside for 10 minutes, come back in, and you'll have an hour and a half to write your DBQ and LEQ. And that's it. As soon as you finish your LEQ and DBQ, everyone should be done by 11:40. So if you're having your parents come pick you up, be ready, have them here at 11:40. Ren is testing tomorrow as well in the afternoon. He's also doing it in the cafeteria. So if I was you who are doing double duty tomorrow, I would finish my exam, jump in the car, go to PDQ, and get a delicious cookies and cream milkshake. Those things are bomb. Anyway, or the zucchini fries, also a personal fave, and then come back. That's what I would do. Or go to Wright's. Everyone loves a good Wright's sandwich, and come back and do Ren's in the afternoon. You should have about an hour and a half, depending on how fast you are, in between your sets. I think, because it starts at 1, right?
1:50.
Oh, geez. You got plenty. Oh, then don't jump in a car and rush. Go somewhere delicious and sit down and eat. Now, my expectation for tonight. The rule is if I'm working, you're working, correct? I'm going on a date. So I ain't thinking about you. With that being said, I do want you at some point today to spend 15, 20 minutes looking at your Mach 1 results. Okay, so if you know that on your multiple choice you ran out of time because you didn't manage, I want you to acknowledge that today so when you walk in tomorrow, you can be aware, shit, I gotta watch my time better. Does that make sense? I want you to look at your SAQs. Did you follow the right formatting? Did you answer correctly? Where are your mistakes? Were you not providing good evidence? For your LEQ, I can tell you right now, 99% of you did not put in contextualization. Out of the 11 LEQs I've graded, I can tell you right now, 30% of them did not put contextualization. Still. You did not put contextualization in your LEQ. On your DBQ, I would definitely be checking your formatting, contextualization, all of that type of stuff. You should be reading through your notes and just be aware. That's it. I don't want you sitting there working on your Barron's book tonight, preparing for periods. Like, no, people, get a life. You have 4 hours of AP World tomorrow. I want you to look at your Mach 1, see where your mistakes were, and then correct those mistakes. Is everyone clear on that? I do not want you spending 4 or 5 hours. If you come in and tell me, oh, Miss Bennett, I spent all night last night studying, I'm going to call you a loser. And say, why? Don't. There is a curve. It's not a heavy curve. Because remember, when we took the last one, it was just after period 3, and half the content was covered. So there's obviously a bigger curve. Now we have covered 2 more big sections. We only have 1 more to go. So the curve is going to be there, but it's not going to be that huge. Okay, that makes logical sense. Can we agree? We've covered more content. You should be doing better. We've gone over the formatting. I will tell you right now, if you're missing content, I'm okay. I'm not thrilled. Obviously, I'd like you all to get perfect scores, but I'm not mad. If you're missing format, like contextualization, that does not make me happy. Can we agree? Do we see the difference? Hello? There's a ton of content, tons, millions, thousands of things. How many things have you learned this year? Bajillions. Right? Formatting is not something. All of your formats are right there for you, my darlings. Do you want me to go over it, or are we feeling okay? Hello? You need contextualization in your LEQ and your DBQ, ladies and gentlemen. That was the biggest thing I kept saying over and over again. For your SAQs, you just need to say something, prove it over and over again. I will tell you the SAQs I graded out of the 11 kids were pretty good. Pretty good. The LEQs, Still have some formatting issues, but we're significantly better. Haven't touched the DBQs because I'm being immature. So, yes.
So a lot of people are going to be out those days that we're going over the mock exam for FSA testing. Are we able to like come in early?
Of course. So what's going to happen on Monday? So everyone, and let's just make sure everyone's clear what's happening tomorrow, right? Everyone, any questions about what's happening tomorrow? Same exact format. It's going to be like deja vu except a different test. Please make sure you're there on time. Be ready to go. Everyone needs 2 pencils and 2 pens. It's the only thing you're required to bring. I'll have everything else for you, so please keep that in mind. On Monday, we're going over the multiple choice and the LEQ in class. LEQ is pretty quick to go over, so we're going to go over that in class, and we're going to do the multiple choice. On Tuesday, remember, I'm only doing 2 days, not 4 days, going over these answers because your exam is here. We're less than 2 weeks away from your exam. We don't have time like that. With that being said, on Tuesday, we're doing the SAQs and DBQs because those take the most amount of time, and that way I have a longer class period. If you are not going to be here Monday or Tuesday or both days because you're testing, that is perfectly fine. Your AP test is way more important. Way more important. However, your mock exam is important. We don't do it for fun because who the hell would want to do this on a Saturday for fun, you weirdos? It is important. It is valuable. So if you are not going to be there on Monday and Tuesday, I want you to come and speak to me, and we'll go one-on-one. I will go through your essays. We'll talk about one-on-one and make sure you got what you need. And I'm also definitely going to be recording going over mine. I don't want to. I will not be recording it. I can't. Because if I use the same test next year, what is everyone going to do?
We'll go over that and see what the answers are.
Yeah. So. No, I know, but then. Yeah, but I'm not that smart. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will try to figure something out. Anyway, worst case, if you're not here on Monday or Tuesday, I will happily sit down with you and we'll go over your answers and make sure you feel comfortable with what you got and why you got it. Everyone good? So that's happening Monday and Tuesday. Your last vocab quiz ever. So you have no vocab Monday or Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. You have no vocab because we got to get straight to the mock exam and keep going over it. Your only vocab next week is on Wednesday. Happens to be week 28 vocab. That is your last one ever in AP World. Isn't that exciting? Yeah. So exciting. So on Thursday you do have a test, 25 questions. Oh my God. God, that's so pretty. Hi. Isn't it pretty? She made it for me so I can hang it. On Thursday, you have a test, 35 questions, all multiple choice. Your heavy Barron's book due. Not ideal, but Thursday is our test day. Yeah, I was nudged in reminder that test day is Thursdays, not Fridays.
Okay.
So, with that being said, it's on Thursday. It's totally fine. We'll make it work. But I would like it noted I did have your back. Can we agree? I tried. So, here we are. It's going to be great. Everyone's happy. We will finish. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, we're tapering down. That's a week before your exam. We're tapering. If you're a swimmer, you know what that means. That means, like, you slow down your workout so you can get stronger. Okay? For competitions, you taper. Okay? Same type of thing we're doing here. Your heavy lifting is over on Thursday. Friday, when you come to class, which I'm pretty excited about, I'm going to tell you how I want you to study over the weekend because I do not want you to forget that my exam is next week too and focus only on Ren. Because Ren is on Tuesday, mine's on Thursday. Do not forget about me. Don't pull this, oh, well, I'll focus on AP World after. No. I am important too. So I'll tell you exactly how you're going to spend your weekend, okay? Focusing on both. Of course, I want you to study for Ren, but I also want you to study for me. And so we'll go over what you should be doing, and we'll be talking about it through. So keep in mind, your heavy lifting is done on Thursday. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no big assignments. Now, will you be doing things for AP World? Yes. But there's no, like, huge homework assignments. It's kind of like, if this is your weakness, if you got this, you should be doing this. If you got this, you should be doing that. Does that make sense? You really only have, after Thursday's test, you have a do now. Ooh. That's your only grade. I know. It's a lot of heavy lifting. I know you're probably exhausted with the idea of just doing a do now. I'm aware. But we will be together. We'll be going over that stuff. We'll be talking about it. We'll be doing stuff. Someone's like, are we just going to hang out and watch The Office? Someone literally said The Office. I thought that was random as hell. No! No, we will be studying, we'll be talking, covering content. It's just not going to be that stressful. That wasn't that.
Yeah, I saw that. It was funny how she asked me first gets for that too.
No, that's impossible.
It's too late for that.
Okay, any questions about what is happening in the next week? Everyone is clear that your test is on Thursday. Any person who's not here, Colton, will you text your boy Devin and let him know that he should be working on his Barron's book? Not that he's going to. No? You're just not going to help him out?
It's so funny watching it scramble.
I'll take someday.
Will you please thank you, Nick, for being a good and decent human being?
What? He would not do it for me.
Well, then your friendship just sucks.
That's
Ugh.
great.
Anyway, questions about what is happening in the next week? Everyone is clear. We have only one more full week together. How exciting. Because then this shit's done.
Yes.
Oh! I want your textbook. Bring textbooks to me as soon as possible, but it needs to be by the Wednesday after our exam because I'm closing my classroom. I'm done with this shit. I'm over it. I am ready to leave because I'm tired. So, with that being said, 5:22, I need to have everyone's textbooks. Now, let's please, I would like to do a little throwback to your first week here at Plan High School in AP World. That first week when you picked up your book on day one, so long ago, you all signed a little contract that says, and this is William's right here, and I have all of yours. If you don't believe me, I have it. That says that if my textbook comes back looking like trash, that you will buy me a new one. That's what it says. You agreed. You signed it, and so did your parents. With that being said, what is trash? If someone next year picks up that book and says, "Woski broski, this is awful," that is trash. That is bad. Now, if it's been open in all the pages, you know, all that stuff, it's got a bunch of cracks on the spine, I'm fine with that. But if it's like, "Woski broski, this is awful," if it's in pieces, that qualifies as you owe me a book. Is everyone clear on that? Now, how much is a book? It is $25.75 on Amazon. Okay, you can either purchase it yourself, or you can give me cash and I will purchase it on your behalf. It's up to you. You can go on Amazon and find it cheaper, but it's not Prime, too. So if you want to deal with that, I picked $25.75, which is also in your contract, by the way. Come at me, bro. Okay. It's $25.75. That's Prime. That means I can absolutely get it. There's some other sellers who are selling it for a little bit less than that. If you want to play that hustle, feel free. But you need to have a new book. All of you signed a contract. So if you don't know if it's good enough, bring it in and I'll be happy to tell you if it's in decent condition. I don't need it to be pristine. I don't want it to be pristine. I just want it to be usable again. That's all I care about. Is that fair? What?
Can we give it to you tomorrow?
No, I'm not carrying books from the cafeteria to my car, then from my car to my classroom on Monday with all the other shit that I'm carrying.
It does
No.
say ASAP. Yeah.
Oh, I hate you so much. I want it Monday. Monday. What?
If I have an extra one you want,
Oh, yeah. If you bought a book,
even if it's like
Trash.
10%.
I think you could
Oh,
probably,
no, it's the opposite of trash.
I think you could probably sell it to a friend. I think Morgan is ready to invest it. You what?
It's trash.
It's trash. I need your books. Yes, if you bought a book and you didn't do tons of writing in it and you would like to donate to my classroom, I would love it. If you bought a book and you tore it up, do you? I don't need it. Like, it's obviously you bought it. But, yeah. So, go. You were more than welcome to leave. That was my last big announcement, my love. All right. Any questions concerned about books? I need them by May 22nd. That's the Wednesday after your exam. I want them every day except tomorrow because I'm not hauling this stuff back and forth. I already have a car full of crap for tomorrow. Questions comments. So if you have a question about your book, bring your book to me and I will tell you. I'm not trying to make every single one of you purchase it. That's not my goal. But if it's like someone would be like, this is my book, that's a problem. Is that fair? You guys got nice books. I just want next year's kids to have decent books. That's all. Cool? What?
Curriculum was changed.
It is, but do you think Plain High School can afford a whole new set of books? And those suckers next year are learning all period 6, all of them, 1 through 6, because I'm not teaching kids who think white people ruled the world from the dawn of time, because that's bullshit. No. That's what they want me to teach. They want me to teach the rise of white people. I refuse. They don't want even Mongols.
What?
They cut the Mongols, friends. They cut the Mongols. They cut the Romans, the Greeks, the Persians. They cut Mansa Musa, Sundita. All of your Swahili city-states. Literally, I'm only supposed to teach Africa when they're in bondage.
Where do you start to cut
1,200. By the way, I'm not supposed to teach the rise of religions. I'm just supposed to teach religions without context.
So how do you write? How do you write
Yeah.
Judaism essay?
It's bullshit. I'm sorry. I am not teaching the rise of white people. I refuse.
Wait, here's the question. When they're writing essays, can they use evidence from like periods and stuff?
Yes.
They
It's
can.
still technically yes.
This is still history.
Yeah, but all the prompts will not ask anything before it.
What? Why do we get the hard stuff?
Dude, these are the hard
Hi,
stuff.
because you actually understand how the world works.
Yeah, but I don't want prompts before period.
Well, your life sucks. You should have waited a year. Here we go on your whiteboard. Tell me all 11 of my Chinese dynasties in order with the time broken up. Any questions on textbooks?
I get my
Your what? So, make sure you bring your book. Make sure it's in decent condition. You people, sign a contract. Nice. I was just so proud I knew exactly where they were this morning. So I was like, oh, whoa, I haven't touched them since second week. Geyser, what are they?
Zia, Shang, Zhao, Chin, Han, Sui, Tang, Song, Yan, Ning.
Chin. Perfect.
So only like something song from
Yeah, theoretically. Huh?
I like the chin and the on.
I know. It's so sad. They don't want, like, even if you're just like, oh, well, white people are great. If you're one of those people, you're kind of a crappy person. But they don't even talk about Greeks and Romans. So where does all of Western culture stem from?
So where are you?
Yeah, so like the people who are creating this content, who are pushing like this white agenda, they don't even know where their heritage begins. Idiots. So we're doing it all. Morons. They should have to do it all. We can do it, they can do it. On your whiteboard, give me all 6 time periods. It is what world history is, exactly.
Oh, I'm just letting you know now, like the generation after us, the current freshmen, they're bad.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, they all said that to me last year about you people.
Oh no, Ms. Bennett,
Oh,
this
no,
isn't
they're-
this
they're
isn't
like
like this isn't
bad.
about
It's like-
this isn't about like oh they're freshmen
I've
they
heard
suck. It's
juniors
like
say
when I was in
better
middle
than
school with
these
them.
kids are.
Like they get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, there's a junior here, because I'm friends with Wade, so I get the inside scoop. There's a junior here who is purposely going around and destroying toilets.
Oh yeah, I witnessed one to that. Yeah.
Like
it's broken.
like a junior who is fascinated with destroying toilets. That is so fundamentally uncomfortable. Like he's taking rocks to smash toilets. Who sees a rock and you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to smash a toilet with it. Which means they picked it up. They carried it through the halls. Went into a bathroom stall. Lifted it above their head and went smash.
It's so loud too. It's not even.
That's what I would think. I'm just idiots. What do you got, Nathan?
10,000 BC to 600 BC, 600 BC to 600 C, 600 C to 1450 C, 1450 C to 1750 C, 1750 C to 1900 C, 1900 C to present.
On your, are you looking for the information about the mock?
Oh no, I was just going through the papers right here.
Oh, okay. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the day range of World War I? Can you imagine? You see a rock and you're like, you know what? This rock is perfect. I'm gonna go throw it in a toilet. What is it, Kaiser?
1914 to 1918.
On your whiteboard, please tell me who are the two teams in World War I who started next to our winners. I can't believe you only have one more vocab quiz. Is your heart broken?
No,
I'm gonna burn it.
Oh my
I
God.
love to burn it.
Who are my two teams, Evan? And who wins? On your whiteboard, please tell me give me 3 causes of World War I.
Ms. Bennett.
What?
So like the Allied powers and the Central powers, like when did those names?
World War II. Oh,
'Cause, like, it's not
the
like
Allied are going. The Entente powers is also another option that you can do. The Allied just kind of is easy because it's World War I and World War II. Central powers come from the treaty that they all signed.
okay, because like Allied is like good. Like it sounds good.
Well, it's
not
also a
Germany.
bias for us. but
Well,
yeah.
I know. I was just wondering.
Yeah. I don't know what the Germans would call our side.
Well, like it is really biased.
Oh, for sure. But to the victors go the spoils.
Yeah, I know.
So when you win, you get to decide history. So I don't know what the Germans would call us during World War I. I don't know what they call us in World War II. I could imagine a bunch of curse words, but I don't really know. Cynthia. Sure. Of course, my darling. What do we got? Give me 2. Give me 3, Philip. There you go. Imperial competition. Franz Ferdinand's assassination and nationalism. What's another thing you could have had on your list? There's a bunch of them. What do you got, Autumn? Alliances, secret treaties. That would score, William.
New technology.
New technology. Militarism would also score, Evan. Rivalries, absolutely. Josh. Public pressure? All right, I'll take it. What do you got?
Serbia won their independence.
Yeah, you could rise of nationalism and stuff like that. That's fine. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me what 2 events is going to pull America into World War I? I got 1. Philip, please educate your peers.
Wait.
Zimmerman Telegraph and Lusitania. Who can raise their hand and tell me what is the Zimmerman Telegraph? What is the Zimmerman Telegraph? Emerson.
So Germany would be, they were threatened by if the U.S. would enter the war. So what they did is they sent a letter to
A telegram, but yeah.
America.
Well, because we intercepted it because we were listening to their wires.
For them, so like you guys should go invade the U.S. And, like we had to send we're like nope, and then we sent it over.
There you go. And what is the Lusitania? Colton.
So we didn't want to get involved technically in World War I, but we still wanted to give like weapons and stuff to our allies. So we would use like cruise liners, and we would store like weapons and goods on the bottom of the ship, and it got sunk by a U-boat, and
it went what?
It went boom. Like 1,000 people, U.S. citizens died.
There you go. All right, here you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the document that ends World War I? Good. What is it? Kaiser.
Treaty of Versailles.
Treaty of Versailles on your whiteboard. What is the name of the U.S. president that is going to lead the discussion? What is the name of the U.S. president that is going to lead the treaty discussions? What is it? Evan. Woodrow Wilson. On your whiteboard, Woodrow Wilson's contribution is called what? It makes up the meat and the potatoes of the document. Good. I got 2. No. What is it? Nate. 14 points. That's Woodrow Wilson's contribution. It's also like 90% of the Treaty of Versailles. On your whiteboard, what is the 14th point? It's a new body. That's your hint. The 14th point is a new body. Good. What is it, Emerson?
League of Nations.
The League of Nations is your 14th point. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called when Germany had to take responsibility for World War I? No. Nope. What is it called when Germany had to take responsibility? I got 1. Evan, educate your peers. The War Guilt Clause. You need to know that. It's like point 4. On your whiteboard, what is it called? Because Germany was held responsible for the war, they had to pay back your Allied powers. We see the difference between the two. What is it called when Germany had to repay back for causing the war? Nick? Reparations. On your whiteboard, what is it called? That the 13th point says that a country can choose how it is led, and no longer is imperialism okay. So each country should choose its own democratic future. What is that called, Bella?
Self-determination.
Self-determination. Guys, you need to know reparations, War Guilt Clause, self-determination, League of Nations. Those are your big things that are coming out of the Treaty of Versailles. It's going to play a huge role in the rest of Period 6. You need to know that. So, Treaty of Versailles, you need to know War Guilt Clause, reparations, self-determination, League of Nations. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called? It is a new political ideology where the state is more important than the individual, where nationalism is more important than individualism, where secret police are being implemented, freedom of individual rights are limited in order to better serve the state. What is it, Sophia? Fascism. On your whiteboard, please tell me who created fascism and what country is he in? Good. Good. Who is it? Payan.
Mussolini.
Mussolini did it. Fun fact, Benito Mussolini's nephew, who carries his name, Mussolini, just got elected into parliament in Italy.
Wow.
I've
Yep.
seen this one.
He just got elected in, I think like a week or two ago. So we have a Mussolini back in parliament in Italy. So, just saying. Well, populism, which is the Donald Trump movement, which is got us the leadership in Poland, got us the leadership in Italy, all of those things, whether you like it or not, there are some symbolism. There's some connection. Can we agree? The rise of nationalism, the more importance of maintaining the state, those types of things. I am not calling populism and Donald Trump a fascist. That's not what I'm saying. However, we can see that there's some mirroring. Can we agree? There is absolutely some mirroring. Donald Trump is not a fascist. He's a populist. But there is some mirroring of fascism and populism, which is why it's coming back. They got.
Did you use that as like evidence for period 6?
I would use syncretism. On your whiteboard. Rod, you are stressing me out, and I'm already stressed. On your whiteboard, please tell me, who is the first person, what country is the first person, and where is the first person voiding the Treaty of Versailles post-World War I? What country and where is the first people voiding the Treaty of Versailles? Good. No. No, not Hitler. What is it, Payan?
Japan and Manchuria.
Manchuria. Don't call it China. Don't call it China, it's Manchuria. People in Manchuria today would like you to call Manchuria not China because they're being held against the world by China. Same with Tibet. Tibet's technically in China, but did the Tibetans want to be controlled by China? No, so they'd rather you call it Tibet. So, Manchuria. Who is the second person to void the Treaty of Versailles and where? No, it's not Hitler. Good. Who is it? Josh.
Mussolini invaded Ethiopia.
Yes, Mussolini invaded Ethiopia. Who can raise their hand and explain to me why Mussolini would randomly invade an African country that's just hanging out, minding his own damn business? Kylie.
It's because the Ethiopians drove out the Italians in period 5, so Mussolini wanted to follow that.
There you go. It's straight up revenge, ladies and gentlemen. They embarrassed Italy during period 5. He wanted to show them, oh, look how big and bad we are now. Now that they industrialized and literally just kill hundreds of thousands of people out of pure revenge. On your whiteboard, what is the third? Who is the third person to void the Treaty of Versailles, and what did he do? No. No, Hitler, that's in 39. We're in early 1930. No, that's in 39. Nope. Yeah. What do you got, Kylie? Educate your peers.
So Hitler started rebuilding the army.
There you go. Hitler started rebuilding his army. Okay. After the Treaty of Versailles, Hitler and Germany. Well, not Hitler because it's Kaiser. It's not Kaiser. Oh, what? It is President von Braun. Nope. Ah, damn it. What's his name? Shit. What's his name? Paul von Hindenburg. Nice. Is going to create the Weimar Republic, which is what's going to control Germany post World War I, pre-Hitler. With that being said, Germany is going to lose the right to have a large military. They have a very small military. They aren't allowed to have an air force, okay, because that's the new technology. They are going to lose the Rhineland and the Sudetenland, okay? They're going to lose all that territory in the Treaty of Versailles, and that is the first thing Hitler does when he comes into power. He's going to rebuild the military and then, of course, retake the Sudetenland, the Rhineland, and go from there. What?
What did you say, Hindenburg?
Paul von Hindenburg is going to lead the Weimar Republic, which will fall to Hitler when Hitler becomes chancellor and says, oh, I'm really good at this. I'm just going to do this. On your whiteboard, please tell me what event officially starts World War II. What is the exact date? Oh, no. Good, I got one. You're on the date. What is it? Philip, educate your peers. The invasion of Poland. When it starts World War II, by the way. Not.
The night.
Night of Broken Glass is Kristallnacht, starts the Holocaust. Yes. Hitler invades Poland on September 1st, 1939. That is the official start. Now, before this, Hitler invaded Czechoslovakia, and England, France, Italy, and Germany got together at what conference to talk about it? Good, I got 1, 2. What is it, Emerson? The Munich Conference. Well, at the Munich Conference, Hitler said, if I can only keep the Rhineland and Czechoslovakia, I'll be a satisfied power. So Italy and France were like, oh my God, that is, England and France were like, oh my God, that's so great, Hitler. How about we give you the Rhineland and the Sudetenland, and we'll call it a day. And Hitler's like, oh my God, I'm so happy, thank you so much. What is it called when England and France gave Hitler exactly what he wanted in order to avoid a war? I got 2. What is it called when they give Hitler what he wants to avoid a war? What is it, Bobby?
Policy of appeasement.
Policy of appeasement. Appeasement's on my board over here, by the way. Policy of appeasement is what is happening at the Munich Conference. They give Hitler what he wants so he doesn't invade anything else. And obviously when he invades Poland after the Munich Conference, they're like, well, shit, now we gotta go to war. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is going to pull the United States into World War II? Oh, God, people. I want the date. We're Americans. Let's go. This is the largest attack on American soil pre 9/11. What do we got, Kaiser?
Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941.
Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. Who can raise their hand and tell me why they bombed us? Why the Japanese bombed us? Why? Nathan.
Weren't they trying to get rid of our Navy in the Pacific?
No. Why? Philip.
We withheld oil.
Yes, absolutely. We cut off oil supplies. Why did the United States cut off Japanese oil supplies? Colton.
They were allied with.
No. Why? What were they continuing to doing that we told them not to do anymore? Philip.
Conquering people.
Imperializing. They kept imperializing, so we said, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. So we eventually cut their oil. Ladies and gentlemen, if a country cut our oil, what would we do to them? We would bomb them as well. Not saying that it's okay that they did it, but like, let's be real about it. We would have done the same exact thing, and that's obviously going to cause a world war, cause the American involvement. Goodbye.